Thank you very much. No one's been a more effective advocate for nuclear power than Senator Voinovich, and I'm glad to be with him and Senator Corker and Davis Swamp and everyone else. This is a truly historic occasion. Try to think about ways to put it in perspective. The goal of Republican senators and Republican House members is for our country to build 100 new nuclear plants in the next 20 years. And a growing number of Democrats agree with us. But some people say, how can you do that? That's an aggressive goal. Well, I think we hear the answer today. I think this makes it possible for us to build 100 new nuclear reactors in 20 years, except some of them will be smaller than the ones we thought. What is historic about this is that this new reactor, which has been announced today, is a lot cheaper, maybe a tenth as much cost. It can be built in 3 years instead of 6 years. It's only 120 megawatts instead of the usual 1,200 or so of the big nuclear reactors that we're accustomed to. It can be built in a factory and shipped on a railroad and put together at a site like Lego blocks can be done. And it's American made. That makes a big difference. To give you a practical idea of the flexibility of such a reactor, the new polysilicon plant, 2 of them that Governor Bredesen brought to Tennessee, each use about 120 megawatts of power. That's a huge amount of electricity. That's exactly the amount of electricity produced by one of these plants. They wouldn't be there if they had to depend on solar power or wind power, because that's not reliable enough and it's not cheap enough. But they are there because TVA can provide them with low-cost, reliable electricity. Increasingly, it needs to be clean electricity. What's also historic about this is that the company announcing it has built more small reactors than anybody in the world. We have to take them seriously. And what also is important is that one of the companies with whom they have a letter of intent, the Tennessee Valley Authority, is the largest public utility in America and a model for the world. So this is truly an historic occasion. One of my fellow Tennesseans, Al Gore, has often said that nuclear may have a role to play, but unfortunately the reactors come in only one size extra large. Well, until today, Al Gore's been right. And I think what we might be able to say to him and others who care about global warming, that global warming may be the inconvenient problem, but especially after today, nuclear power is the inconvenient answer. Because if you really care about clean air and global warming and low-cost electricity and reliability, as well as American-made electricity, small nuclear reactors should be extraordinarily important in our future. I believe this is a disruptive technology in the sense it will change the picture of American energy as companies look for options. So I believe that this announcement today is important for our country's future. It will cause Americans to rethink nuclear power and to start again with the technology we invented years ago and for some reason have put aside to give ourselves low-cost, clean, reliable energy. It's a way to reindustrialize our country and keep our jobs here at the same time. Thank you very much.